Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. Let's just dive right in, shall we? We are currently looking at a massive shift in how tech giants are protecting the devices we literally use the most. Today, we're exploring how artificial intelligence is forcing major companies like Apple to fundamentally rethink their entire approach to mobile security. And, why the old ways of defending our phones? Yeah, they simply do not work anymore.
So here's the big question. How is AI actually changing the security of the phone sitting right there in your pocket? I mean, we hear about AI all the time, right? Writing emails, generating art, summarizing articles, the whole shebang. But what we don't always stop and think about is how this exact same technology is operating behind the scenes, directly impacting the device you rely on every single day. We're not talking about some distant, abstract cybersecurity concept here. This is about your private texts, your photos, your banking apps. It's personal.
All right, Section 1, the AI cyber threat.
So, what exactly is the actual threat we're dealing with? Well, it boils down to this. AI speeds up the development of malicious hacking tools. It's really that simple, and honestly, it's kind of terrifying. Hackers are now actively leveraging artificial intelligence to hunt for vulnerabilities in mobile operating systems and create offensive cyber weapons faster than ever before. What used to take a human hacker months of tedious work to develop, that can now be generated in a fraction of the time. It's wild.
And Apple is directly acknowledging the severity of this new reality. They noted recently that, quote, AI is compressing the window attackers need to exploit known flaws. Just think about that specific word for a second, compressing. Whenever a software flaw is discovered, it kicks off a race, right? A race between the good guys trying to fix it and the bad guys trying to exploit it. Well, AI basically acts as a massive accelerator pedal for the attackers, drastically shrinking the time they need to break in. The standard mobile security protocols we've relied on for years, they just weren't built for this kind of speed.
Which brings us to Section 2, Apple's paradigm shift.
Now, traditionally, Apple's update process was highly methodical. It looked a bit like this. Step 1, a security fix gets created. Step 2, instead of just sending it out immediately, it gets bundled into a much broader software release. Step 3, it goes through rigorous developer and tester trials. And then finally, Step 4, it actually gets released to customers. It's a very careful, deliberate process. But in an age where AI is supercharging hackers left and right, this legacy timeline, it's a luxury that tech companies can no longer afford.
To kind of ground this historical process in reality, let's just look at version numbers for a second. Unless security experts stumbled upon an active, ongoing hacking campaign, updates would just sit and wait. If you were on the currently available version, say iOS 26.5, a security fix would normally be held back until the next planned major update, like version 26.6. That interim waiting period, that's when developers are out there trialing the new features, while your phone is just sitting there waiting for the patch.
So the absolutely crucial contrast here is between those traditional bundled updates where you're basically waiting around for iOS 26.6 and their new paradigm, rapid unbundled updates, a real game changer. Apple has mandated that the latest round of security updates be made available to everyone ahead of the wider feature release. They are literally uncoupling the security fixes from the flashy new feature updates and just pushing them out immediately.
And Apple was very clear about why this is happening right now. In a statement to Reuters, they noted that they're adapting to this AI reality because they, quote, needed to reduce the time between when updates were first made public and when they were put into customers' hands. It is entirely about eliminating that dangerous waiting period. The exact moment a fix is known, it has got to be on your device, because you better believe AI-powered attackers are already working on an exploit.
And that leads us into Section 3, the need for speed. Now, crucially, and this is great for our peace of mind, Apple stated there's actually zero evidence that any of these newly patched vulnerabilities have been taken advantage of yet. But, that's exactly why these updates are being deployed ahead of the broader releases. Proactive speed is the new defense. So what you really should take away from all this is simple. When you see that little software update notification pop up on your screen, hitting update is no longer just some chore you can put off until the weekend. It is now a literal, time-sensitive race against artificial intelligence.
So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. If AI is compressing the window for hackers today, what does mobile security look like tomorrow? I mean, as AI continues to evolve and write even better, faster, malicious code, tech giants aren't just going to need to be fast. The entire infrastructure of how our devices protect themselves will have to fundamentally evolve. It's this fascinating, incredibly high-stakes arms race happening right there in our pockets. Anyway,